All right, welcome to another episode of Shaolin Sofa. I'm Max,
I'm Dan.
and we're watching kung fu movies. Today we watched Once Upon a Time in China, starring Jet Li, and was there any other notable
Yin Bu's in this
Yen
one.
Yu? And what was that guy's name who played
Oh God,
the steel jacket or whatever?
some guy that was also the bad guy in Iron Monkey.
Right, which is a lot better than this movie.
Mhm.
I asked for a Jet Li movie and I got one, but maybe I shouldn't have asked for it.
Just be happy I didn't bring out like kids from Shaolin. You're like, you want to watch a Jet Li movie? Here, he's like 12.
That might have been
No,
I didn't really like this movie. Historically, I guess held up pretty well in China, but a bunch I think was lost in translation.
yeah, this is with the subtitles. You kind of get like the really simple Americanized version. Like they'll go from talking about political issues to be like, fuck to so you're an idiot, and it kind of the themes kind of clash a little bit.
Yeah, the movie seemed a little bit schizophrenic to me. Like it was yeah, just all over the place, bouncing back and forth, and then it's like it seems to me where you like there's one scene where a British Army guy just starts shooting up this crowd of people, and there's no repercussions for it at all.
Yeah, yeah.
No one even cares that these dudes just killed a whole bunch of unarmed men. And they're like, if that happened today, if British soldiers like just started shooting up a theater, it would be like outrage and yada yada. But no one really cared. So
Yeah, I mean that whole scene was like to set up how they're like the bad guys and they don't care. But
they set that up in the very beginning.
yeah. But for that to work, I mean somebody has to care.
Yeah. Like in the very beginning of the movie, the Chinese are having this little festival. And the British are over on their ship, and the Chinese start setting off some fireworks because hey, the Chinese they've invented the shit, fucking, and they're like, oh, they're shooting at us. So they start like shooting at the freaking Chinese people. At least that time they didn't hit anybody, but
well, they shot the dragon
right,
costume off the dude.
But they almost ruined the festival. Jet Li saves the day, but thus proving British incompetence and British not giving a fuck.
We should probably do a synopsis before we start talking about it.
Oh yeah, this movie was ridiculous. So
okay,
go for it.
You got Jet Li. He plays Wong Fei Hung,
who's an actual person in history.
Yes, and he's a doctor and he knows kung fu and he's just pretty much all around badass, really calm Chinese guy. He's given this fan from some general guy of stuff that he's supposed to help the country with that kind of dies halfway through and you never see the fan again after he gets kind of burned. So he's just doing his thing, trying to fight corruption from foreigners and the bad street gangs.
Yeah, I mean, like he's a stand-up guy. He's against people taking advantage of people. Period. And he sees all these foreigners and they're just stealing up all China's good stuff, and he doesn't like that. But I mean, and that's where the movie kind of goes off the rails. Like I mean, all that stuff is totally cool.
Yeah. Like the street gangs start conspiring with the Americans who have a boat off there. That and it's not enough that they basically kidnap the Chinese people to go work the railroads and stuff. But now they need whores for the Chinese people to have while they're working the railroads and stuff. So they make a leak or an alliance with one of the street gangs, and the whole like Chinese government guys are just a bunch of morons that just keep coming in and yelling at Wong Fei Hung for some reason after he gets his place burned down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in this movie. But like the kung fu is great. I mean, obviously Jet Li doesn't do a bad job. But yeah, it's just like the story again. It's got to be the translation, and also, I mean, like, this is a Chinese movie for real. Like,
Yeah,
it's fun to
yeah,
see how they look at like Americans
yeah,
and how
yeah,
they
yeah,
look at
yeah,
like
yeah.
foreigners, because he's like, nobody does any of that.
Yeah, it's like, when some people bitch when you had the Chinese girl, oh man, play the main part of Memoirs of a Geisha, but like every European country is played by an Australian in this, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, totally cool. It's cool.
Like, you can't really tell that. I didn't know until like they actually said like halfway through the film that one guy was supposed to be British and one guy was supposed to be American.
You can really only tell from when they're wearing uniforms.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and the flag on the
yeah,
ship behind them.
yeah, no, it's fantastic.
But once you do know the American guy he's like has this like really exaggerated accent,
Yeah.
which may have been true to life back. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, yeah, and who's to say?
He makes sure to say y'all though. I will say that.
That's how you know he's American,
Yes.
y'all.
But during all this, you've got kind of the bad kung fu master guy. He's just
Yeah,
kind of poor and he's out performing on the street.
and this is like another subplot line. Like there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
18
yeah,
different like subplots going on in this movie. So yeah, the master of the iron shirt shows up.
yeah, and he's pretty badass.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. I mean, like,
Um, and he gets in league with the street gang, who's in league with the Americans. Yeah, you see how this movie builds up now, and for some reason they string up his
oh,
disciple as a pinata and just start beating him with a stick.
well, because okay, yeah, because so that was Foon,
Foon, yes, yes,
who
Yin Yu.
he's kind of like he has no home throughout the whole movie. Like he's not with
Yeah,
Jet Li, he's not with the government, he's not with anybody. So he finds this master on the street, and he's like, "Oh man, he should be my master." And then he shares a bowl of soup with him, and they're best buds. They go to Jet Li's school, and the two masters kung fu fight.
yeah.
And so then the broke Iron Shirt Master gets a little renowned because he kind of beats Jet Li.
But not really.
No, it was a whole situation. But then so the street gang hears about how he won, and they're like, "Yeah, you're the best. You beat Jet Li." So they take him in, but the Foon, the guy who is kind of wishy-washy, he's like, well, these guys are a bunch of dicks, and like the money is from selling women to America, so you shouldn't take their money, and yada yada yada. So then they're like, shut up, and then they string him up and beat
Yeah,
him like
yeah,
a
and they start beating him with sticks, and his master's like you be quiet and take it, pretty much.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, they're lying to you. This is dirty money. Don't trust them. And he's like, how dare you say such bad things? And he starts beating the dude with the stick. And yeah, so oh man, there's a lot of weird stuff.
It's like nobody can see like 3 feet ahead of them the whole movie,
Mhm.
like in their brain. It's like, oh,
Oh, this is happening right now. Ah!
yeah. I think the movie is pretty much exemplified by the the pudgy guy that is a Fei Hung student,
Mm.
because he just like gets pissed off and tries to beat up everybody all the time,
Yeah.
and he tries to hold him back. He's like, no fighting. He's like, "Urgh." But as far as the last fight goes, it's actually pretty cool. It's in this like warehouse. It's got
There's
at
like
least 3
8,000
stories.
ladders.
Yeah, there's ladders. So Jet Li and the Iron Shirt dude are just like bouncing off the ladders back and forth. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. Also, like their use of guns in this one's a little weird, just because they're the old like powder and you like gotta
Yeah,
pack it all
yeah,
down
yeah.
and you gotta they're like rifles and
Firing cap. That's what that's
yeah.
called. Okay.
And so it's one shot you get, but then all of a sudden these dudes are just like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
And then the only time the guns were empty is when Jet Li had to reload his.
Yeah. There was one guy on the bad guy's side that actually had to stop and reload.
But everyone else was shooting the entire time he was
Yeah.
doing it. So, but I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, so through the whole movie, the Iron Shirt dude's like I am impervious to everything. Bullets don't scare me. And guess what happens at the end?
Shot like 35 times.
Yes, and bullets did kill him.
And then it's Jet Li's all upset about it for some strange reason.
Yeah, he's like, you killed my kung fu buddy.
This dude is trying to kill him like
that
4
we were
seconds
trying to
ago.
kill each other.
I mean, like Jet Li wasn't ever trying to kill the guy. Like the character he played stayed the same the entire time. But this dude was calling for his head, and like if someone's trying to kill me and someone else kills him, I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I mean,
yeah. Oh, and when he gets shot, Foon, who just got down from being used as a pinata.
Yeah.
He's up in the ship's rigging and he looks down and he just yells, "Si woo!"
Which means master in Chinese.
Which you could just see coming like a mile away.
Oh yeah, they built up to it, dramatic music and everything. But yeah, like this guy just got done beating you with a stick. Like he told these guys to hang you up and then beat you with sticks and then proceeded to join in. Yeah, again, I wouldn't feel bad, if he gets it. Like
yeah, I don't. I mean, I think they must have thought the whole trilogy out in like one giant script and then made 3 movies. Because Foon pretty much ends up as his like right hand man through the next 2.
Yeah.
And this was just all building it up for that, but it takes so long. I don't know.
Yeah, this movie could use about 30 minutes of just cut it out. I was starting to and if there wasn't so much kung fu at the end, I probably would have fallen asleep.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What else is this movie got going on? There was they're trying to take a picture, a couple quick little shots of random things in this movie. They're trying to take this photo at the very beginning of it, and they're like, they're trying to take this picture with this bird, and apparently it's some sort of meaningful bird.
Yeah, because
we'll take a picture with the bird, and then she goes to take the picture, and it unleashes like this flamethrower that cooks the bird.
Yeah, because it got the old timey like flash sticks. I don't know what the hell they're called, but
I'm pretty sure that's
basically flash powder on a stick. But yeah, and the fire just like leaps out and cooks the bird. They're just like staring at it like, what the hell?
Want some, roast chicken or whatever.
No. Roast tiny bird.
Yeah, tiny little. You need to catch a little drumstick off of that.
Speaking of drumsticks, and another slice of the film, in the first altercation on the street with the street gang and Wong Fei Hung's guys, they're chasing after Foon because I don't know. And,
is that when he was at the theater and the guy who owns the theater is like, hey, these guys are coming to take protection money. Do something about it.
Yeah,
and then all the guys come up and they don't even ask for the guy who owns the theater. They're just like, you work here. Give us our protection money.
Or we're gonna cut your hand off. But he runs into some Wong Fei Hung's guys, the big roly-poly dude, and for some reason he seems to think it's a great idea to throw like a side of beef at the
pork. It was
pork.
Yeah, it was like a ham hock or something.
At the main, street gang villain guy.
And the whole thing would have been diffused too if he would have not thrown the leg.
He started to walk off, and then this pork leg just flies out and hits him in the head. I don't.
That was an interesting fight through the streets, though. That was pretty cool. But
I mean, they're all popping out of buildings and stuff. It's pretty good. Oh, and the one guy selling pudding.
Yeah,
he's like street fight. Like, this is a great fight. Enjoy the show. Buy pudding.
He's like, get your get your pudding here. Watch the what's his name? Wong Fei Hong.
Yeah, yeah.
Wong Fei Hong's men fight the evil street gang. Get your pudding here and your programs.
That actually seemed or would have made more money than the actual like theater, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking
Definitely.
of the theater, before they start shooting everybody, it's like the most giant death trap ever. Like Wong Fei Hong sits down, one of like the dancers or something like shoot knives at him, and he blocks that. Then like four dudes pop up with like throwing stars or knives, and
and then it was weird with the lie. Like they take the time to dump lie out over these like. They're under these canopy things.
Yeah.
And some guy is like dumping all this lie out, and then they cut the thing open. And Jet Li and a whole bunch of people were under there. But it's just like.
Because I guess it's supposed to blind them, and then you kill them.
Right. But then it works on everyone except for Jet Li. Yeah, I don't know. And then sometimes they got these shots that are like supposed to be like art filmy, you know? Like a dude steps on an orange, it all happens in slow motion.
Yeah, because you gotta stomp on an orange to make it like totally deflate.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just get a picture of this dude like standing in the road all alone going, citrus is horrible.
I want scurvy. This movie is ridiculous. But it's like, I don't know, even the like funnier kind of kung fu things that they try to do didn't really hit the mark on this one.
I did like Jet Li's pullback bitch slap though. That was cool.
Yeah.
Like he punches at the master dude, and the guy moves his head a little bit to the right, and when so when Jet Li brings his hand back, he like opens his fist and just kind of swats him across the face.
Yeah, hits him in the eye. There's another movie where like they're doing that a whole bunch. I don't know. It's supposed to be recent movie. Dude just like flicking this dude in the eye the whole time. Anyway. Yeah. Once Upon a Time in China. Is there anything?
I don't know. I think you pretty much covered it. I kind of wish that they went with the musical idea that the first credits gave us.
Yeah,
because there's all these dudes like lined up at the beach
doing going through their katas or whatever you call them.
Yeah, with very manly like you know singing going on, and I was like, hey, kung fu musical, but no.
I think we could probably do the kung fu. We should
probably
produce the first kung fu musical. It's got to be better than this movie. But I mean, when was this movie made?
I still like this movie.
1990.
Yeah.
See, I would have thought this movie was made way before that. To be honest, like it's dated.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. For this movie, ratings?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give it a 4. I won't ever watch this movie again. Yeah, it's not very. The kung fu is sweet, I'm gonna say, but you can watch other kung fu movies that have better the rest of the movie and the same amount of sweet kung fu. So yeah, I'm putting this one pretty low. I don't ever want to watch this again or any of the sequels.
Dude, we've got 4 sequels to watch.
No, there's not. It's not gonna happen. But damn,
I'm gonna give it a 6.
That's fair.
I mean,
I can see that.
It's solid. It's not one of my favorites, but you know, it's cool.
And the story behind it, I think, helps out.
Yeah. I mean, because you see, this is by no means like the one Wong Fei Hung movie. Because everybody like when Ip Man came out and everybody was like, oh, Ip Man, and then everybody else started churning out, you know, Ip Man movies. Because as far as I know, there's only 3 with Donnie Yen.
Right.
Because the third one's coming out or is out now.
I think it's coming out.
Okay. Yeah. But there's like at least 5 other ones made. Yeah, it's like
they're like Bruce Lee movies. Like everyone's Bruce Lee now.
Because I've watched 3 of them that are definitely not Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean this is. I mean, it's good filming. It's just it's done with Chinese sensibilities, which is not Like, if you want to see something hilarious, watch a horror movie called Dr. Lamb, because I mean it's based on a true story, but in between, like, the police procedural parts, they've got like people like slipping on body parts and being like, "You can't be in the police because you're a woman." And it's like, Jesus, where did that come from? That's the thing I think that detracts
Yes.
from the movie for you.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, yeah. So yeah, a 6. That's what I'm going with.
All right. So rounding about a 5 for this one on average. But yeah, I can't say this is my favorite Jet Li film. But if you're looking for a little bit of Chinese history and also a bit of confusion, go ahead and give it a watch. Yeah, I would like to see a remake of this where they tried a little harder and we got a little more historical accuracy.
Yeah,
I think
that would be cool.
I think that would be worth watching. But
yeah, because depending on which like movies you watch, they definitely like weight some of their flicks towards like a European or an American audience, and
well,
then you get like the goofy Chinese sensibilities. This is, I think, their version of like a super patriotic Hong Kong film.
yeah, I get that. I get that for sure. But again, like they wouldn't even have to. I'm not saying like it's
Yeah.
they portrayed Americans poorly in this movie, and I can't
Yes.
stand that. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is just like it's just so ridiculously out there.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
acted like that,
Yeah.
and it's like you could have a great story without any, like it just
goofy slapstick with ham hocks.
Yeah, and yeah, just so much like repeater. Like the guns, man. The guns just shoot so many bullets for no reason, and then like the Americans can't hit shit. Fucking anytime an American's
Well,
shooting,
the Brits couldn't either.
But no, the Brits, A, they kill all the people in the crowd.
Well, yeah, but
and then B, they also shot. Who else did they shoot? I thought the British guy shot somebody else too.
Well, they shot the crap out of the guy at the end, but that was
yeah. No, that was
the
Chinese
Americans.
or the Americans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I guess the Americans did hit somebody.
Yay! Like they just hit one guy like 35 times.
Hey, as long as they hit something, I suppose.
No,
but yeah, I would like to see a remake of this where they took it a little more seriously and just modernized a bunch of stuff.
With Donnie Yen, because what the hell?
Yeah, why not? You can still get Jet Li in there. He could be the old general guy at the beginning.
Yeah. Reminds me, I still need to see Red Cliff, the super long version. Anyway.
No. But yeah, all right. So that's going to be it for Shaolin Sofa.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, I've been Max.
I have been Dan.
And we'll catch you guys next time when we watch, hopefully, something better than this movie.
Yeah, we gotta watch something new. But anyway.
Yep. Bye.